today's video, we're going to be doing some doggy DIYs and hacks. So I'm going to be doing the DIYs, and I'm going to be doing the dog hacks. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell so every time we post a new video, y'all be the first to see it. Now let's go on to the video. One of the tricks I like to do with Maya is I pour her food in, and then I have her sit there to teach her manners, and then I keep the lid over, and then I take it off, and then set it there and see if she stays, and which teaches good manners, and then I let her eat it.
Hey guys, it's Courtney, and as you can see, our background is kind of getting a little bit messy, but we're going to fix that later. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute doggy bandana with a little bow on it. You can make it all shapes and sizes, it'll be perfect. So you're going to need a hot glue gun, sewing scissors, and then any type of like cotton material of your choice, and some elastic. Be sure before you do this, you need to measure around your dog's neck a little bit looser than it normally is. Mine is about a yard long, 2/3 of a yard long. So it's a yard long. It's a pretty good length for my dog. So gotta make sure it's nice and smooth in order for these folds to work. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold both angles down so it kind of makes like a trapezoid shape. And it's really nice and smooth. I would leave about 1 inch or 2 at the bottom. Make sure your creases are very nice. And then you're going to fold down the top part all the way to the bottom. And it looks kind of like a really long trapezoid, but it actually looks really nice. Then you're going to flip it over and then bend it backwards. Once you bend it backwards, just be sure to go over those creases and get everything right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your elastic, really stretchy, and be sure to cut it, measure it, and then cut it the length of the bandana. Because you want it to be like looser, but you don't want it to be ripping, so it's a pretty good length. You could also do this without elastic. It all depends on what you think would be best for your dog. So basically what I did is I flipped it over and I opened it up and I put hot glue down and I just stuck the elastic in and then I folded it back over. And done. Okay, so once all that's done, you're just gonna flatten it out so you can get those creases back, and then fold your crease back over. That way you can get it back to the shape it already was, and you're just going to glue everything down to make sure it stays in the right position. Okay, so now for the bow. You're going to take your smaller piece of fabric. It's about 2/3 of a foot, or 2/3 of a yard, and then the small strip. Same. Remember, it just all depends on how big your dog is. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take both sides of the fabric and fold it into the center. Once you do that, you're basically just to see how it looks, you're gonna grab both ends and just push it together, scrunch it together, flatten it out, and it looks like a really cute bow. So now, since you've done that, you're just gonna put hot glue down and then just repeat the process that you just did with folding it in and making it look like a bow. Once you've got that down, you're gonna take your strip and then fold it in half just so like there's no fraying and it just looks really nice. And once you finish that, you're just gonna glue it right onto the bow. I'm talking to Reagan right now. She was asking me questions about the bow. And I changed my outfit. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to take your bow and you're going to glue it onto the top of the bandana. And just added for extra security, just glue, 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 whatever works for you. And there you go. There's the bandana. It can be a little hard to put it on them, but it looks really cute in the end. Look how happy she is. Beautiful.
Make sure my dog has enough water. Every time I feed her, I check her water bowl and fill it up so she has enough water throughout the day.
Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be making a dog disc. As you can see, I filmed this part at night. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just get like a long rope. I got it at Hobby Lobby. They didn't sponsor us, but they're a good craft store. So you're just gonna get 3 strips of 1 foot of rope and use your hot glue. That's all you really need. This is a very simple project. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hot glue the two ends of 2 different ropes together. Once you've done that, you're basically just gonna twist it and twist it and twist it really, really tightly, and then hot glue it at the end so it stays secure. Just like that. Once you're done with that, you're basically just gonna twist it into like a cinnamon spiral, and it looks really nice, kind of like a flower. It's really pretty. See? Now you're gonna take your last foot, and just for an extra brim around it to make it look nicer, you can just hot glue it around. I'm gonna come up and show y'all. See? And you're just gonna hot glue that all the way around the edge. If you get a lot of rope, you can make a bunch of these. Maya really liked hers. It's soft enough for them so like it won't hurt them instead of like a frisbee, and it's easier and smaller to throw. You can make a smaller size depending on the type of rope, or a bigger size. Whee!
It can be hard to make sure your dog is exercising, so every day I go outside for a few minutes and play catch with Maya. And if I jump on the trampoline, she will run and run around you. Also, you can take them on a walk.
Hey guys, so the last DIY I'm going to be doing is just a little doggy bed. This is for smaller dogs. Our dog Maya obviously can't fit in it, so I'm going to be making this for my friend Kendall's dog, Cookie. So things you'll need will be a hot glue gun. There's some glue on the outside of mine. It's kind of messy and hot. Don't touch hot glue. Maybe have an adult if you're a little young. You're going to need some stuffing for the pillow part. Fleece. You can use whatever color. I just decided to use white because this is what I had. Spray paint, black spray paint. And then wooden letters spelling out the dog's name. That'd be COOKIE for us. And then you're gonna need a wooden crate box. It all depends on the size of the dog. So the first thing you're gonna do is just go outside, be sure it's outside, and spray the wooden letters. That way no toxic fumes get inside. Now you're gonna take your box, and to make sure that the dog can get inside, you're gonna cut off the first 2, what are they called? Rows on the box. So yep, you're just gonna saw those off. Be sure to have an adult, or if you're over 13 or good with tools. Well, so I got those off. Now the lettering is gonna go at the bottom on the last little row. But I decided to be a little more creative and put a banner at the top. So I'm gonna take the 2 pieces of wood that was sawed off, and then just hot glue them onto the back. Now that I finished that and my letters are all dried, I'm just gonna lay them out on top and then hot glue them. And now I'm just gonna hot glue them down to make sure they're sturdy. Then you're just gonna take your white fleece, fold it in half, that way you can get both sides because you basically are making a pillow. And just lay it down on the table. Once you've laid it down, measure the box on top of the fabric with a marker. I probably should have made it a little bit bigger because in the end my pillow is small. So I would say go about 1 inch or 1 centimeter further away from the box. That way you have the right amount of room, and then cut it a little bit further than that. Because it's better to have a bigger pillow than a smaller pillow. Okay, so once you've finished cutting it out, you're gonna flip it over, that way you don't get the pen. And then you're just gonna basically just hot glue 3 edges. Be sure to leave 1 edge open, that way you can stuff in all of the fluffy cloud stuff. As you can see, the lighting isn't so good right now, but it'll get better. Now that I've glued all 4 edges, I'm going to take my pillow and turn it inside out. That way I don't get like some sharp edges and it's just a nice soft pillow. You can also cut some little triangles around the corners. That way it can fold nicer to be a better square. You can also use like a chopstick or a pencil to get those corners actually right. I just use my hands because the hole is so big. And there we go. Next thing to do for your pillow is get out the stuffing. I like to use this polyfill stuffing just because it's like really soft and it looks like a cloud. I mean, look at that. I would love that if it were cotton candy. It's so soft. So you're obviously not going to use all of that because that's way too much, but I would say just grab a chunk and break them up into smaller pieces. That way it's not so lumpy in your pillow. Now that I've finished my pillow, I'm just gonna hot glue the edge so everything stays secured inside. And you can always bring out some fluffiness or bring in, depending on what you want or what your pet thinks is comfortable. Be sure not to burn your hands because that can actually hurt a lot. Whew. So now once you're done, you can just place the pillow right into the box. But what I did is I just hot glued a little bit on the bottom just so it could stay there. But whatever works for you is fine. So now what I did is I just took that bandana that I made earlier, or new banner, and I just put it at the top to make it more girly. And there's the dog bed.
One thing I do to keep my dog occupied is to take peanut butter, put it in her Kong, freeze it, and she will try to get it out all day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope that you can use some of these hacks and DIYs in your
dog.
Don't forget to subscribe if you already aren't subscribed. And then watch some of our other videos right over here. And like this video if you think that Maya is the cutest puppy ever. So we'll see y'all next week. Bye.